Okay, everyone, today we are starting with another best of 3 for the first round of the LMSL. Spawning in the top right from Cuba, playing Infernal. He was the replacement for Parting who had to drop out. It is Wallace. And spawning in the bottom left, I believe American. Yeah, seems like a very nice person. It is a NoveaStar. Or NoveaStar? NoveaStar? We're going to go with NoveaStar. NoveaStar it is. Okay, we got Hexen, Imp chasing the Hexen. Wallace setting up double production facility on the ramp here. We're getting double production facility in our main. I don't know which one's better. That has been an infested unit, so my friend NoveaStar is getting a scout right now. He gets the vision. It's revealed for another minute. Well, second, sorry, not minute. That would be crazy. Imagine getting the revelation for that long. We are in a mirror matchup here. We have not started mining any Ethereum, so I guess we're not doing any gaunts. We're not gaunting it up gaunt style. Looks like we're going to be going over to the Vision Tower and meat farming over here so that we can eventually take this down, take the 2 Shadow Demons down. At the same time, we are sending the Hexen and a couple of gaunts over to the Healing Shrine, presumably to be able to, what do you call it, invest. Oh, I wasn't expecting an effigy. Okay, so we do get the effigy coming down. I guess that's just to give shroud and keep these units alive, etc., etc. As you can see, we do see the couple of infests hitting. We're going to get a couple of fiends joining the army over here. So one more. Yeah, there it is. So we have bolstered our forces by 3. On the other side here, I don't think that, yeah, there's, oh, I guess we still could do it because we still have Hexens. But it looks like, I think that was a brute that must have been split off. So well, we have, what was that? I guess it's 3 fiends. So we're 3 fiends and 3 fiends, but we do have different units around that. I think a brute is very good to have, as long as you can get on top of the units. And now we are looking to oh, I thought we were going to go take the speed camp, but instead I don't know what we're doing for NoveaStar. No, it is the speed camp. Okay, so we are going to go for the speed camp. Wallace already starting and mostly taking down the speed camp, honestly. Looks like no more. No, I don't think we got any infest. So I don't think we got any infest here. We are starting to mine Ethereum, so we could be getting our gaunts if we so chose. Wallace has expanded. Something to take into consideration. I don't know. We don't normally see a lot of early expands, at least not that I can recall. So we do have an early expand coming out of this. NoveaStar's army is attacking in 2 different places. You can see we're taking down the speed camp, which we are a little bit behind in Wallace. So we take that, and then we also are taking down the speed camp as well. And it seems like Wallace has a unit inside NoveaStar's house getting a little bit of a scout off and then pulling back here, seeing desperately that there is no expand. I guess it's just going down now. Wallace was almost posturing to try and take the speed camp. It looks like he is going to be able to. This more stuff beats less stuff. Oh no, the Hexen is a little bit out of position here. Yum, 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 Wallace says, and he eats that for breakfast as NoveaStar probably should have retreated and didn't, unfortunately. We're going to use the Skull of Shetta to get a scout off, maybe? Yeah, sees that there is no expand. I don't know if you want to attack into a 1-base player. I'm assuming it would be very similar like an SC2, but if you feel like you just have more stuff, then why not? This is just a meat farm. There's not actually any units here, so this never really got used the way that I thought it did. Wallace just seems like he has more stuff, honestly. Not that, like, there's no upgrades or anything that I can see. It's just more stuff beats less stuff. The Fell Hog House also goes down. Unfortunately, we're running away from this. Is NoveaStar. Wallace is chasing him back. And yeah, I don't know. It looks like we're going to an effigy. We don't really have much like infrastructure set up. There's no tower or anything like that. There's no Fell Hog House. It's just gonna be Wallace walking in and cleaning up our army and leading us into game number 2, I'm gonna say. Yeah, nice little timing attack by Wallace. So he actually just has more stuff and he expanded. It might be a little bit of an MMR differential here. I'm not sure exactly how much. But NoveaStar, I think, was the lowest seed. No shade or anything like that. GG gets called. We're going to game number 2 here. So let's do that. Game number 2. Game number 2. So I'm still not feeling great. I mean, it's only been a day, so it makes sense. But here we go. Game number 2. IVI, game number 2, going in a Boneyard, loser pick. So NoveaStar, NoveaStar? I don't know. It doesn't matter. The capitalization of the S makes me think NoveaStar. But okay. Spawning in the bottom left from Cuba, up 1-0 in this best of 3. It's our pal Wallace. And on the right side, playing from America, I want to say, with the double production facility going down, it is NoveaStar. I like playing the Infernals. I think Infernals are fun. I mean, I played Terran, but the Vanguard, I don't want to do that to myself again, you know. I played Terran in StarCraft 2, often wish that I didn't. Now I'm, you know, really, I can make that choice. I'm making a conscious effort to not do that again. Let's see. Wallace grabs the little bit of healing there. Does it give back Shroud? I didn't know that. Like the white health, which I'm assuming is called Shroud health. I don't actually know if it has a special name or something like that. Wallace taking a little bit of damage, though. Taking a little bit of damage, coming in, seeing, hey, you opened 1-1, but we don't have anyone mining gas. He's going to do his little runaway dance thing, and he's going to head back home. Looks like we're going to see almost the exact same opener from Wallace. He's going to grab his 3 units. He's going to go across the map, or not across the map, so he's going to go directly to the healing shrine. He's going to throw out an effigy to keep his units alive a little bit longer, which I do like. I mean, it costs a little bit of animus, or whatever it's called, aganimus. And then continuing on, I think we might be able to get one more skull out here in a second. And looks like Wallace actually going to expand as well. Wallace may be a one build, at least one opening kind of guy. Nothing wrong with that. The same way I play these games too. You know, you can only be so good at them. So he's got the same opening. It looks like at the same time. Where are the units? Okay, no, yeah, okay. So we have a brute. We are infesting so that we can get more fiends as well. The brute stays alive, so yeah, it's looking a little bit better than last game, honestly. NoveaStar looking a little bit better. He's got his brutes. He's got some fiends. We're going to be able to heal at the healing shrine and then maybe even stand on a little bit of shroud. No, instead we're going to go over for the energy tower to get a couple of energy pogs for our pal the Hexen, maybe? I don't know. These things do a little bit more, pack a little bit more of a punch. I think you're going to be a little bit careful of the micro. I think we've lost a fiend already. I think we lost both of our fiends, unfortunately. I don't know if there was really any pullback micro there, which is okay. It's a difficult thing to do, difficult game. I wonder if he's got yeah, okay, he does have, oh no, wait, what? The Hexen just used energy on something, but I didn't, oh, was it that, oh, I think they told me about a bug. A bug about the skull not actually launching or hitting or something like that. That might be what that was, because that looked like something and then nothing happened. Wallace, on the other hand, has taken the vision tower, which is kind of more of what I would expect, and now he's probably been like, oh, hey, you took this camp too, I might as well take it too. I don't know if this was always Wallace's plan, but either way, his force definitely is quite daunting, honestly. I feel like NoveaStar almost wants to play defensive, or at least should want to play defensive. This is a relatively big supply differential. I'm kind of curious on what it is. Is it workers? So we have 14 workers. We're only expanding now. Here we've got 14 workers and an extra 3. So I mean, it's not a huge differential in workers. It's just a lot in it's a lot in army. I don't know. Maybe we're missing production cycles or can't afford what's going on. It's easier to see in the StarCraft 2 UI. Or maybe we're cutting units so we can get a quick ritual chamber. That's definitely different than last game. So we're getting a quick ritual chamber, and we are getting plague axes. Yeah, Wallace does not have plague axe at the very least. I don't know if he might have it in research, but he doesn't have it. He might have it researching, but he doesn't have it. No, it looks like I don't see a ritual house at all. NoveaStar is going to show that at the very least he's out on the map with some fiends. It's going to take the creep camp here. No, it doesn't actually get it. Unfortunately, it just kind of gives 2 fiends away. A large armored force moving up, and our army is not really in position. It's kind of one of the detriments of, well, clearing creep is that your army just, I don't know where it is, so then it's difficult to defend your base. NoveaStar is going to turn back home, which I think probably was the right call. Honestly, the Shadow Demons are chasing him, which is interesting. I don't know if I've really ever seen that, but we're going to lose this expand, honestly. I don't know how we're going to keep this. Maybe it would have been great to try and, like, I mean, because the health shrine here is NoveaStar's, but Wallace is taking it very quickly. I didn't realize that you could with the buildings in the way. I guess it's just the Fell Hogs that actually hold it. So if he needed to, Wallace can just kind of retreat back and start getting a little bit of healing, which is exactly what's happening. But at the same time, our Gaunts do have a very, very quick Plague Axe. So you can see as they're dying, or sorry, as the enemy is dying, we're actually bolstering our forces here from NoveaStar, which is awesome because this is going to be the first time that he's really closed that supply differential. Absolute pog. Really fast, nice move. We're getting another effigy to keep extending our shroud. We've pushed Wallace back. We saved our base. We maybe lost a couple of units. I feel like we probably want to take this health tower back. And it seems like NoveaStar agrees with me. He's putting an imp there. That's awesome. I don't know if we want to follow this out though. We might. Oh, maybe we're gonna take the Luminite camp and then turn around. I really don't think we want to go across the map. We know our opponent can build units. We know our units are very hurt from that fight. And I don't know. We had maybe like surprised our opponent a little bit. As of right now, I don't see any Plague Axe House. It would be nice maybe to find the third base and kill it, but of course that's like a really big ask because it's hard to know exactly what's going on in the game. I don't know. I just see a lot of like half health units. I feel like we don't want to be out on the map right now. Our army's not great. Of course, I do have the benefit of seeing everything. NoveaStar does not have that benefit, so it's hard to say. I don't know what the correct choice is. But here we go. Wallace has kind of rebolstered his forces. He does not have the Plague Axe upgrade. So if they do run into each other on Shroud, things are going to go a little bit better for NoveaStar. But he's going to be careful. He's sending gaunts kind of directly at the army. I'm assuming that they're in like a bit of a messed up control group. Here he comes in. We throw down the Super Shroud Stone to try to be able to fight this off. But he's going to kill the... not. I thought he was going to kill the... Oh, I thought he was really just kind of focusing on the Ritual Chamber. It seems like maybe that indecision there has kind of killed us a little bit. We're going to get an infest off from the top bar from Wallace, and we are getting the pincer of a lifetime here as the army comes in from both sides, trying to really start dealing damage to NoveaStar. Now NoveaStar kind of doing his own pincer here. The gaunts maybe look like they're a bit of a move control, which makes it a little bit rough. Finally killing that effigy, which I think is absolutely the correct call from Wallace, because now the upgrade, the one thing that was kind of saving NoveaStar in those fights, is no longer going to be useful here. He's also going to split off some brutes into fiends so that they can get a nice full surround on these units, and nothing lives to tell the tale about that. Plague Axe has also started in the middle of that fight, which is great from Wallace, and means that he's like 75% of the way done. I see that I have a Discord message. We'll deal with that later. I don't know if you guys heard the little ping or not. Hopefully not. Let's see. We're taking a third base, which is like way further behind Wallace's. Like Wallace's third base is like very well set up. He's even got some infrastructure. It's fully saturated. Our third base here for NoveaStar is the double Therium location, which is interesting. I don't know. His personal preference. I don't know what's better. I have no idea. He does find this base though. Maybe NoveaStar maybe finds this base. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess it depends on who you're cheering for. Wallace comes in pretty much almost immediately, finds the army, gets a nice little defense over here. We do throw down the good old-fashioned effigy, but that's now helping our own opponent because our opponent also has Plague Axe. So as the gaunts kill things, it's just going to spawn more and more fiends to join the fight on both sides now. So I think we just kind of go down to the simplest math of more stuff beats less stuff, and that means that Wallace is going to be pushing NoveaStar back home here. We got a couple of, well, I don't know, we got a lot of Tier 1 units. I don't know if I've really ever seen anyone transition to Tier 2 in this series as of yet. I'm just kind of looking through Wallace's bases. He does have Tier 2. We got the Twilight Spire. Yeah, whatever. Looks like maybe he just feels like he doesn't need the Weavers. He doesn't need the Megalodons. Maybe you don't get them in this matchup. I'm not sure. A nice attempted infest there. Maybe hit a couple of gaunts. Not 100% sure. It might just be the fight. Really, really nice engagement here from Wallace, though he splits and spreads his units around so they're able to get as much attacking area as possible. Now we're just going to brute force our way through NoveaStar's remaining army. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be the army routed. They're gonna try maybe to go back, but there's nowhere to go here, right? Like, it's better to fight on the Shroud so that you at least get the fiends, but it's just GG, and GG gets called. Congratulations to Wallace taking the series 2-0.